Cymatics, the study of wave phenomena, especially sound, and their visual representations. Inspired by the artist Zimun, I set out to create a tangible experience that captures the essence of sound in a physical form. My journey began with exploring various concepts, including designing devices that mimic elements of nature. One notable experiment was a rain machine, a direct homage to Zimon's work. During this process, I was drawn towards the art of cymatics, visualizing sound through physical mediums. I decided to focus on two approaches: laser projections and Chladni plates. As I further explored the mechanics of these techniques, I developed a project layout that integrates sound with visual art. Using a MIDI controller, sounds are fed into an amplifier, creating dynamic projections on a wall. This allows users to interact with sound, where they experience how sound can create visual light art. The project's speaker housing underwent numerous designs and multiple prototypes. With each iteration, I refined the form, making adjustments until arriving at the final version used in the performance. We first start with the computer. The software used is called Analog Lab 5, which is a software instrument with preset sounds and instruments. Connected to the computer is the MiniLab mini keyboard controller, which is connected via USB-C. The MIDI controller is mapped to the software, so any action taken is input directly into the software, and changes can be viewed visually on the user interface. This includes knobs, sliders, pads, and keys. For example, instruments can be changed by turning the black knob and clicking it to select. There is also a 3.5mm jack, which is the stereo connection to the amp. On the first device, there is a pipe in front of the speaker with a rubber membrane and a mirror. As the sound plays through the speaker, the rubber membrane and thus the mirror vibrate at the same frequency. The reflection of the laser is then projected onto the wall, creating the unique shape for that frequency. On the second device, there is a clear Chladni plate with liquid inside. The light is used so that when ripples are created, the shadow reflects off the white bottom and creates the wave patterns. The plate is directly connected to the speaker so that when it vibrates, the frequency is transferred into the plate, in turn creating the ripples in the water. Finally, there is a broadcast camera focused on the Chladni plate, connected to a projector, live streaming the images onto the wall in front of the user. Reflecting on this project, I believe it was a success as I achieved my primary goal, to create an immersive experience where sound transforms into visual light art. That said, There are several areas I would refine and expand upon with more time. The current build, constructed with foam core board, still has a prototype feel. To enhance its durability and presentation, I would use a 3D printer to create a more polished housing and base for the setup. Additionally, I would incorporate a third speaker and housing equipped with a Chladni plate and sand, projecting this as an added layer of visual complexity. One challenge I encountered was the brightness of the laser, which fell short of my expectations. To address this, I would experiment with additional layers or invest in a more powerful model to enhance the visual impact. Another intriguing avenue for exploration would be varying the tension of the rubber skin, allowing for greater control and diversity in the visual patterns produced. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed conceptualizing, designing, and bringing this project to life. It exceeded my initial expectations, and I hope you found it as captivating to view as I did to create. Thank you.